What's going on, everyone? Welcome to American Truck Simulator, back in electric blue. Made a couple different changes here, changed the headlights, and put the bullhorns back on. I think they're the 8-inch ones. So, I'm still changing things up. Whatever looks good is what I go with. But electric blue is still going to be the color of choice, I think, for now. Today, I've got the belly dump trailer. I believe this is actually something that's in the Steam Workshop. I'll have to double check that, but I believe it's also still on my Google Docs spreadsheet. So take a look at that. Link is in the description. And picking this up from, oh hell, what was the name of this? I changed the name on me with this new pack I have in here with the real names. Camp Verde, E&J Gelato, or whatever it was. So picking it up, and I'm going over to Coastline Mining, and it's all sand. Usually it would probably be coastline mining to here with sand, but hey, whatever works. So I've got 9 hours, 21 minutes to do the job, and ETA has me at, about 6.5. So not going too far, just going over to Holbrook. So it should be a short run, but it'll give me a chance to talk to you guys about what the trip is going to be for tonight's multiplayer. So, of course, we are all going to be starting off in Fresno, the truck stop over here off of Route 99, like always. But what we will do tonight is, and I'm actually just thinking this up as I go, well, let's go to Reno on the first one. So we'll head up to Reno and take care of a load there. And if you guys cannot find a load to Reno, make sure you check your external contracts, and hopefully you'll find one. If you don't, then run bobtail. The same applies to me. If I can't find a load, whether it's in the freight market or external contracts, I'm going to run bobtail. So try to have a trailer ready to go. I mean, hell, even if you take an external contract and say, for example, we finish out in Grand Canyon Village as our last stop, take a external contract, you can keep that trailer for wherever we go as long as we end up in Grand Canyon Village. Or you can do what other people do. They just pick up the load and they just carry around a trailer with them, even though they never make a drop. And then they just drop a trailer wherever they want. And yeah, they lose the money, but chances are they cheated it in anyway, so who cares? And even if you are late and you just drop the trailer somewhere, it's going to be, $8,000, $10,000 fine? Not a big deal for a lot of people. So that is also another option. I don't care where you guys get the trailer. I don't care if you guys drop it off. That's where we're going on the first run. So Fresno to Reno. From Reno, we will go down to Vegas. And then from Vegas, we will venture into hell and go over to Arizona. And let's go to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go to Holbrook. And then from Holbrook, we will go down to Nogales. And that's where we will end it. So hopefully we will have enough time to do that. Fresno to Reno, Reno to Vegas, Vegas to Holbrook, Holbrook to Nogales. And if I do change that up, then maybe it'll be like Holbrook to Tucson. It all depends on where we're at time-wise. So I could change this up. I'm hoping to keep tonight nice and tight and orderly and precise. So we'll get into town, drop our trailers, get our fuel, do whatever we need to do, repairs, get our next trailer, and get the hell out of town and get back on the road. Less downtime, the better it is for everyone. So let's try to keep that on track here, guys. Write that down. Fresno to Reno, Reno to Vegas, Vegas to Holbrook, Holbrook to Nogales. That could change though, but of course I'll let you guys know if it does. So enough about that. Let's get on the road, shall we? I do have the Cummins N14 600 back inside the truck here. That cat was good. I think the Cummins sounds better. That is a nice looking trailer. I gotta admit on that one. And it's a nice little variety as well. And it's also nice to have some more American trailers in here. Unfortunately, the only choice in oversize is still the European version. Jazzy Cat's come out with a couple that are good, but you know, if we really want heavy hull, we still have to go with the European version. Is it me, or are they looking like they're about to turn left and then decide to turn right? Alright, so, man, it feels like I'm sitting on the floor again. That's a little better. I have lowered the seat in the truck, but, you know, having to reset the head tracker so I don't sit, you know, oh, wait, that didn't work. No, now I can't. Now I can't lean down. So, getting into some curvies up here. And you know what? I'm going to take this moment as well to give you guys a big thanks. I mean, I've been getting a lot of good praise for the videos and the work and what I've discussed, and helping people reminisce about when they drove, and inspiring others to go out and drive. And one of my followers, who's become a friend here, he's currently on the road as well, and he was not able to join for the live stream last week. Hopefully he can make it this week. I was just talking to another one here before I started and tonight, and he was saying he's taking a job that pays very well, and unfortunately it's going to take him away from the house, but you know, in order to make money, you know, that's what you got to do. You got to sometimes make that sacrifice. So, you know, kudos to him for doing that, and kudos to anyone else, you know, for everyone that does that. It's not a job for everyone. It's not an easy job to be away from your family and to be doing this. And fortunately, I was not in that line of work. I was able to stay local. But even on those runs where I went to Southern Illinois, to St. Louis, to Des Moines, Iowa, and even the rare special ones where I was in central Missouri at a nuke plant, or all the way in eastern Kentucky. You know, those trips where I had to stay overnight, or 2 nights, or 3 nights. And I mean, those were even rough, and I wasn't even married then, and I didn't have custody of my son either. It was just a girlfriend and my dog and a cat. So I cannot really fathom, you know, being away from the wife and the kids, from the family, for 4 or 5 days, if not longer than that. And I know some of these guys, they're gone for 2 weeks. Some of these over-the-road guys, and they're not home as often as they might like to be. And, you know, you're home maybe only twice a month for, you know, 4, 5, 6 days, and then you're back on the road again. Maybe 8 days. I mean, I've seen OTR job positions that were advertised. You're out for 2 weeks, you're home for a week, and then you're back out for 2 weeks. You know, stuff like that, that's rough. And, you know, and I understand it's nothing compared to what military people do. You know, I've got a sister and brother-in-law who were both Marines. I wasn't around when they served, but from what I have been told, you know, they were gone for periods as well. And I worked with a couple of guys who also served, and one was a Marine and one was in the Army. And you know, it is a very trying time in one's life to be away from their loved ones like that halfway around the world. So, you know, it's nothing but props and respect for people who do that, as well as people who drive for a living and they're gone for, you know, like, even though it's 2 weeks is nothing compared to, you know, a 6-month or a 12-month deployment or whatever they're running now, but, you know, it's still hard nonetheless. So, it takes courage. I'll give you that much. So, major kudos and major props to those people who do that and continue to do that. One gentleman who's been watching my videos for a while and commenting for a while, he said that he drove for 40 years, and you know, that's certainly quite a bit of window time. I mean, hell, I did it for 15. I've been out for 2, and the itch is still strong with me to get back behind the wheel. And I don't rule it out here either in the near future. Getting back behind the wheel and seeing what I decide to do. There's been a couple of opportunities that have come up, so. But at this time, you know, you got to go where the money's at, and right now the money for me is working in a building, so not behind the wheel. And trust me, I might have that itch right now, but wait, you know, talk to me in the middle of January when there's 13 inches of snow and it's 2 degrees below zero as a high. my sentiment might change then. I might say, yeah, screw you, I'm glad I'm inside. Oh, come on, you were going, then you stopped, you moron. I might just say screw it and start ramming all these stupid AI cars. But we're coming up here on my destination. I also want to give you guys a heads up. Thursday, I hope to have my not Sunday test drive, my quick trip with the Freightliner Classic Dale Jr. So if you guys liked the Sunday test drive with the Dale Jr. setup, but you wish I would shut up and not talk, don't worry, Thursday I hope to have that out for you guys, so hopefully you'll enjoy that one. And I'm already planning on what the next truck for Sunday test drive is going to be. There's been a few that have been released, and I'm kind of anxious to try those out, and I know there's another one that's coming out here soon, which is another 379, and actually this is Viper, I believe, that's actually working on it, so that's why I'm kind of eager about it. But how far out he is, I do not know. But I know he's gotten the cab done, and now he's got to rewrite some more stuff on it. So hopefully he can have that out soon. I know he took a little hiatus, but now he's back, and he's back to working on a 379. So I'm really looking forward to that one. A 379, and I'll do a complete workup on that one as well. I mean, that was what started it here. The 389 wouldn't be what it is without the 379. And that was an earlier model, no GPS, a lot of switches, and it's what really started it here. The 389 is continuing it. It's the high-tech version of it, but you know, a classic truck that's still on the road, you know, today. A very popular truck with the trucking industry. And rightfully so. It was a very, very damn good truck. Oh, it's this location. They needed to give a little more space here between the entrance and these scales. Alright, where am I going here? This reminds me of one of the quarries I used to service down in central Illinois near Springfield. There was a golden retriever that was at the nearby farm, and he would come over. Oh, I'm over there, aren't I? Yes, I am. And he would come over and just hang out with the mechanics. It was like he was an employee there. He'd show up in the morning and leave when they all went home. Friendliest dog, you know, big dog too. I mean, he was big for a golden lab, but yeah, very friendly, very nice, very laid back, very cool. I almost took him home one time. He wanted to get up in the truck, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the guys here are going to like that. And they told me, oh yeah, it's a neighbor's dog. He just comes over, hangs out with us, we feed him and give him water, and then, you know, end of our shift, he usually goes home. Doesn't bother no one, doesn't get in the way. Just a dog looking for attention. I thought that green area was angled more, so I'm a little off here, but I think it's gonna still work. Nope, I don't, maybe it's not. Yeah, I thought it was more of an angle. There it is, okay. Alright, straight back. This location is kind of a pain in the ass to deliver to as well because, you know, it isn't level ground. Oh, there we go, we got it. Ready for offloading. It isn't level ground around here, so, and we can't lock our tandem, from what I believe. I'd have to double check the options or the key binding list, but we can't lock both wheels. We can't lock both axles. So I'm sure some of you guys have been to this location before where you just start spinning your tires. Well, you wouldn't have that issue if you were able to lock both axles and have them both turn at the same time, because it's really only two-wheel drive. If only one of those axles is really pushing, the other one's just there for the ride and to handle the weight. But you can lock the axle in, so now you got both axles turning and putting power to the ground. And in cases like this where one gets high off the ground and it's your drive axle and you're just spinning your tires, you're like you're stuck, but you just don't have any traction, that's where you can lock the axle and continue to go. So I'll check into that one, and if it isn't there, hopefully someone might be able to make a mod that will actually provide that. That'd be great. But that's it for now, everyone. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I get to see you later on tonight. Remember, Fresno to Reno to Vegas to Holbrook to Nogales. And we'll all have a good time. So until then, thanks for watching. Take it easy.